They drop the puck and away we go. Jackson Lacombe up the middle. No Hampus Lindholm again for the Bruins. He's only played in 3 games this season. Marco Sturm saying this morning that he was going to be a game-time decision day to day, but they wanted to make sure what was best short-term and long-term for him. Zacha shoots the rebound. They score! Casey Mittelstadt following up over at the near post. Jams it home. Bruins 1, Ducks nothing.
Good for him. These 3 guys want to play together. They just need to get some results, and they're going to get it right here. Love the fact that it was started by Mikael Granlund. Defenseman just called up because of the injuries on the back end. He makes a simple heads-up play, tape to tape. When that first pass is tape to tape, you get into the rhythm of your offense.
We played 8 minutes. Casey Mittelstadt with the game's only goal. So since he was a healthy scratch in Utah on Sunday at the end of the Bruins road trip, 2 assists against Florida and the opening goal here. Puck sent out in front, they score! That centering feed out in front by Helleson. Looked like it glanced off maybe a Bruins skate. And this game is even at 1.
Another one here. Mark Kastelik felt like he got picked out high. They're in man-on-man coverage. Now, how do you react? Where's the breakdown? Where's the read? Where's the switch? Who's the most dangerous? This is the right defenseman out high. There's the moving pick right there. And then it's a play to the front of the net. Probably went in off McAvoy. Let's see if the overhead will tell us. Yeah, that'll be Helleson's goal.
Ahead to Pasternak. Got a little room. Wrister just wide. Lindholm trying to jam it out in front. Near side steal by Geekie. Colangelo gets it back. And the Bruins tag up, bring it back in. Geekie, Wrister, he scores! That stick's starting to heat up. Geekie with a snipe. Bruins 2, Ducks 1.
You know, in order to get his sights back to where they were last year, particularly in the second half, talking about Morgan Geekie. And then more recently, he was working on receiving a pass and not fumbling it, not mishandling it, not fighting it. And this is a perfect example where it pays off. But you gotta love the Bruins. They shorten up the ice in the neutral zone, and then they quickly...
But it's only a 1-goal game. Minton slams it to Viel. Across, Minton shoots. What a stop by Mrazek. A desperation save going to his right.
By Anaheim, it's a good response. There's that opportunity right here for Minton. Did a lot of the right things.
Lacombe. And the pass, a good one to Gauthier, but he couldn't receive it. Or pardon me, Carlson. Now Lacombe. Gauthier shoots, he scores! Gauthier in the slot, able to find a hole under Korpisalo. Bruins 2, Ducks 2.
Pass, elevated the puck, but not high enough. And again, we talked about it in the beginning of the game, Judd. You know, are the Bruins getting better in their team defense, particularly in their own zone with a 5-man rotation? You know, you got a tremendous performance from your star forward and David Pasternak. Swayman was outstanding in goal, but oh, here we go.
Here we go. It's going to be Ross Johnston, Tanner Jeannot. Saw this one coming. Jeannot a couple of right hands. Johnston a right. Jeannot has him at close quarters. Johnston a right. Johnston another right. Jeannot a right. Jeannot another right. Johnston a jersey jab. Jeannot a right. Jeannot a right. Johnston's lost his helmet. Jeannot a left. Johnston a body shot. Jeannot a right. Jeannot another right. Johnston a right. He's got the jersey coming up over his head. Jeannot a right hand, Jeannot a right, Jeannot another right, Jeannot a right to the body. Johnston trying to get his hands free. Jeannot a right cross, Jeannot a right to the body. They're still going, and now the linesman will step in. Got a little area in the bumper. Now back of the net, Granlund in a battle with Callahan. Grabbed by Nestorenko. Turns, shoots, blocked, and this shot, they score! Just a little daylight for Jacob Trouba, and it looked like he snuck it under the glove of Joonas Korpisalo, and the Ducks with their first lead of the night. It's 3-2.
Space to make more plays. You know, the Bruins have bodies back. They're trying to sort it out. See, this is like no man's land for the Bruins defensively, and allows Trouba to get into a spot. He handles it with his skate. He gets into a shooting position, and before Korpisalo can close that short side, it's in the back of the net. But Anaheim, their conversation on the bench is keep the puck in the offensive zone. Force Boston to defend. They're a little in between your face when it gets under that visor.
Bruins start with possession. Lohrei dusts it off to Arvidsson. Second unit starting because the first unit was on the ice when the penalty was issued. Lohrei shoots. He scores! Mason Lohrei looked to the heavens after he slammed that one by Mrazek. A power play goal. His first of the season. Bruins 3, Ducks 3.
A chance to get a piece of it. Jokiharju goes all the way down in order to keep this play alive when the Bruins try to...
Now Terry, Lacombe, 1 minute to go on the kill. Sent out in front. Korpisalo got a piece of that drive by Carlson. Sent out in front. Rattled to the near side, Terry. Around a check. Around another. Set right of the net. They score. Troy Terry with a couple of dangles. Granlund fires a power play goal into an empty net. 4-3 Ducks.
You're still going to have another teammate in the scoring position. Here's Terry, pump fake around Kastelik. Pulls it around McAvoy. I thought he was going in that slot area, but it makes its way all the way across. Yeah, I think that was intended for Vetrano, but there's Granlund to bury it into the empty net.
Lohrei intercepts, but he couldn't touch the puck with Lindholm still in the zone. Anaheim will start to make some changes. Grabbed by Poehling. Out in front, they score! A one-time blast by the Stoneham native, Sam Colangelo. He bangs one in, and Anaheim now on top 5-3 here in Boston.
One long pass up to the offensive blue line that beats them. The back pressure.
And this one's going to be critical. Down 2 with 5.5 minutes left. Bruins are going to start with possession. McAvoy, Pastrnak, shoots, he scores! That's .396 for David Pastrnak, a power play goal. Bruins trail the Ducks 5-4.
And you got to have a shot mentality right off the bat. And if they're going to try to take away the elbows on the one-timer, whether it's Kiki or Pastrnak, rotate out high, have double barrel action towards the front of the net. Below man.
He scored tonight for the Ducks. That tied the game at 1 in the first period. Zadorov powers in, centered, they score! Morgan Geekie took that pass from Nikita Zadorov, wires it by Mrazek. Bruins 5, Ducks 5.
He's such a powerful man, a powerful skater. Chip pass up the wall to himself, cuts to the middle, see you later, everybody. And what a nice little backhand feed, and Geekie's ready. He pivots, he gets into a shooting position, no chance for Mrazek. Zadorov with an incredible rush.
They dig away along the near wall. Held in by Anaheim, that took a funny hop. Nestorenko shot it out in front, they score! All alone, Troy Terry lifts it over Korpisalo. The Ducks cash in on a good bounce, and it's 6-5 Anaheim.
As soon as you get it to 5-5, wrap it down, it goes off the stanchion. And now you got 2 Bruins, both defensemen. Now the bounce had something to do with it. You don't track the puck. Now you got Lohrei and McAvoy looking at the player with the puck.
Shoots, deflected back of the net. Recovered by the Bruins. Sent up top, nice play to keep it in by Zacha. The Ducks intercept. Here's Granlund, around to check. We're gonna have a penalty in the Bruins, he scores. Granlund with the empty netter. He's got 2 goals, 2 assists here tonight. And the Ducks now lead at 7-5.
The draw, as we take a look at the tail end of the play. Little pump fake there by Granlund. It's a veteran move, veteran play. Then you just chip it.
So the Boston Bruins are going to drop their 6th consecutive game. Anaheim able to separate late in the third period, and they come up victorious 7-5.